Okay, so I've just blown out all the cobwebs, as it were, dust and everything from the gears, and I've just given it a spray with silicone oil, so it's all lubricated up, ready to install into the housing. So this is fairly straightforward really. It's just a case of fitting the wire through the hole and then just feed that down, taking out all the slack. So we've got that sat in there like so. The next thing that ties it all together will be this one here. So this is the extension tube. Now it's got to go in at an angle, so what we'll do there is just lift the nose up, feed that on, find the tapered ones, which is that way. So what we're going to do is to fit that tube in the slot in there. Okay, so what we've got now is the motor in its housing, the wiring coming through the back, and screw that into the housing now. And screw it all the way down. Okay, so the next thing will be the top mount. So what we need to do on that is to feed that in so that each wire passes either side of that bracket. Let's fit that cap on. There, so that's the whole unit fitted. So we've got the motor inside, we've got the pivot or the anchor on top. This moves in and out nicely, so it screws up and down. So I think what we'll do now is fit it into the bodywork and connect it up and give it a test. So I think what I'll do is I'll install it with the cap side in that way, like that. So I'll take the screws out, take these screws out first. Okay, so I've fitted the two screws down through the top, and that is screwing into the back anchor plate. So we've got the motor installed into the arm, and he's on his pivot, so he'll pivot that way. So just get a shot of it inside. I've left the wiring just as he is for the moment, because further down the line there's going to be some more wires coming up. So this motor will be operated in a slightly different way, so I'm going to be using a servo driver to drive this particular motor, and it involves fitting a 5k potentiometer in there to monitor the angle of the carriage on the front. So it's kind of just a temporary fitting on how it will look at the end of the day. So I've just got to install the M2 by 12 bolt and nut through there to hook that on, and then we can run the motor through its angles to see what sort of movement that we've got. That's it retracted as far as it will go. and that's as far, that's the end of his travel. So that's the movement that we've got. So this is at the moment connected up through 2-cell. He's on, I believe, storage charge, so at the moment he's working at 7 volts. So he's not running full power, but it's performing quite well at that voltage, and I've got full control, very precise movement. So all I've got to do now is to connect it up to a servo unit or a servo driver, and then work towards the potentiometer and getting all that set up.